The hidden secret of Jesus. Most people who hear the name Jesus think they already know everything about him. They know the stories, the symbols, the holidays, the images in stained glass windows. They know the cross, the manger, the miracles, the parables. And because we feel familiar with the surface, we rarely look deeper. But for 2,000 years, people from every culture have claimed that Jesus carried a secret. Not a secret locked away in a vault, hidden from mankind, or buried under centuries of mystery, but something hidden in plain sight. A truth so simple, so direct, that the human mind almost refuses to accept it. The secret of Jesus is not a code, a conspiracy, or an elite teaching meant for a few chosen people. It is a truth that anyone can discover, but almost no one lives fully. And for that reason, it feels hidden. To understand the hidden secret of Jesus, we have to go back to the beginning. Not to the beginning of Christianity, but to the beginning of his message. Jesus did not walk through villages announcing a new religion. He did not ask people to memorize doctrines. He did not speak like a philosopher of his time. He spoke like someone inviting people into a different dimension of living, something he called the kingdom of God. Most people think the kingdom of God means heaven after death. But when Jesus spoke, he used the present tense. He said, "The kingdom of God is at hand, not far away, not someday, now." And then, even more mysteriously, he said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Those words alone could be the entire secret, because they change everything. Think for a moment about what that sentence means. A kingdom is a realm, a power, an authority, a reality. And Jesus said that this reality is within the human being, not limited to temples, not controlled by politicians or priests, not owned by any empire. If the kingdom is within you, then everything about God, the presence of God, the love of God, the power of God, is accessible inside the human heart. This idea is shocking even today, but it was revolutionary in the time of Jesus. People lived under systems where holiness was controlled by the temple, controlled by rules, controlled by religious experts. People believed they were unworthy, broken, distant from God. But Jesus walked through the world telling fishermen, farmers, women, children, the sick, the outsiders, that they could directly experience the love of God. And here is the deeper layer. Jesus didn't just say the kingdom was within you, he demonstrated it. He showed that the greatest spiritual power on earth was not force, or wealth, or domination, or fear. It was love. The kind of love that does not depend on conditions. The kind of love that can break the chain of hatred. The kind of love that sees value in every single human being. When he was asked to summarize his entire teaching, he said something that sounds almost too simple to carry such power. Love God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself. But then he went further. And this is where many people miss the secret. He said, "Love your enemies." It is easy to love those who love you. Anyone can do that. But to love those who oppose you, to forgive those who harm you, to answer violence with compassion, that is the doorway into the kingdom. Here is the paradox. Jesus' secret is a reversal of what humans usually believe about strength. We think power is control, power is winning, power is domination. But Jesus shows a different dimension, a hidden dimension. True power is the ability to love when the world gives you every reason to hate. That is a power greater than armies, greater than any throne, greater than fear itself. This is why Jesus used parables. Stories that sound simple, but carry a truth that unfolds within the listener. A parable is a seed planted in the mind. If the ground is ready, it grows, and if it isn't, it remains unnoticed. He once said, "To you, it has been given to know the secret of the kingdom of God." What was that secret? Not magic, not hidden knowledge, not elite mystical privileges. The secret was this: the kingdom of God is here now within you, revealed through love. And love is not a feeling, it is a way of being. It is the choice to treat every human soul as a reflection of the divine. It is the courage to forgive instead of retaliate. It is the wisdom to recognize that the person who hurts you is often hurting inside themselves. It is the humility to see that your enemy is not separate from you. You are both part of one human family. This is why Jesus spent so much time with the people society rejected: the poor, the sick, the tax collectors, the outcasts, the broken. He wasn't interested in popularity among the powerful. He was interested in healing the human heart, where it suffers the most. He showed that the kingdom is not a place we escape to. It is a dimension we enter when we live differently. We've explored the idea that Jesus' hidden secret is not a mystery locked away in ancient texts, but a truth hiding in plain sight. The kingdom of God is within you, revealed through love. But to really understand this, we need to go deeper into the world Jesus lived in, the way he taught, and the kind of transformation he invited. Because when you look closely, you discover something remarkable. Jesus was not trying to give people beliefs. He was trying to give people a new way of seeing. Belief happens in the mind. Seeing happens in the heart. When Jesus talked about the kingdom, he was not building a religious theory. He was describing a new consciousness, a shift in how we understand God, ourselves, and each other. Let's rewind for a moment and look at his world. Jesus lived in a time of occupation and oppression. Rome ruled with force. Soldiers were in the streets. Taxes were heavy. Most people were poor. And the religious leaders were often more focused on rule-keeping than compassion. The whole system was driven by fear. And in the middle of that world, Jesus proclaimed something revolutionary. Do not be afraid. Over and over, he said it. Why? Because fear is the opposite of love. Fear divides, love unites. Fear closes the heart, love opens it. Fear creates enemies, love makes neighbors. Fear makes us protect ourselves, love makes us protect each other. Jesus understood something profound about human nature. People cannot enter the kingdom of God if they are controlled by fear, anger, and ego. Those forces build walls around the heart, so his teachings were like a gentle hammer, breaking those walls. Think about his words. If someone strikes you on one cheek, turn the other. He wasn't teaching weakness. He was revealing strength, a strength the world does not understand. When someone hits you, the instinct is to hit back. That is the chain of violence that has repeated through all of history. But Jesus showed another way, a non-violent force stronger than violence itself. When he said, we forgive 70 times 7, he wasn't asking people to count, he was asking them to let go, to allow forgiveness to become a way of life. Forgiveness is not forgetting the hurt, it is freeing yourself from it. When you forgive, you refuse to let the pain become your identity. That is freedom. That is the kingdom. Now, let's enter another layer, identity. People came to Jesus with broken identities. Some defined themselves by their failures, some by their sickness, some by their past, some by the labels society put on them. sinner, unclean, unworthy. But Jesus looked at every person and saw something deeper. He saw the image of God. He treated the rejected as sacred. He saw value where others saw nothing. This is one of the most powerful parts of his secret. Jesus saw people as God sees them, and he invited others to do the same. When you look at someone through the eyes of love, without judgment, without fear, you are seeing the kingdom. Let's look at a story. The woman caught in adultery. The crowd wanted to stone her. They wanted punishment, revenge, justice in the harshest form. Jesus bent down, wrote in the dust, and said a sentence that has echoed for centuries. "Let the one who is without sin cast the first stone." Silence. Stones fell from hands. The crowd walked away. In that moment, Jesus did something extraordinary. He revealed that compassion is the highest form of justice. He didn't excuse what happened, but he lifted the woman out of shame and gave her back her dignity. That is the kingdom, the restoration of broken humanity through love. Now let's explore the inner dimension of his message. When Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you," he wasn't speaking metaphorically. He meant that the deepest truth of existence lives inside the human heart. Not outside, not far away, not unreachable, within. The very thing people search for, meaning purpose, peace, connection, is already rooted in the soul. But here's the paradox. To find it, you have to let go of the self that tries to control everything. Jesus said, "Whoever loses their life will find it." He didn't mean physical death. He meant the ego, the small self defined by fear, pride, and separation. When that self becomes quiet, something larger awakens, the divine image inside us. This is why Jesus often withdrew to lonely places to pray. Not because he was escaping the world, but because he was connecting to the deepest truth. And from that truth, he returned to the world with love. The secret becomes clearer when you realize that Jesus transformed people not by force but by presence. People changed simply by being around him. They felt seen, they felt valued, they felt loved. And when a person feels truly loved, something powerful happens. The heart opens, and in that opening, the kingdom appears. Let's go deeper. Jesus taught that God is not outside us, judging us from a distance.